There's just about 2 weeks remaining until the release of Dawn of Palpagos, so if you're aiming to be one of the top players in the world, you're starting in the right place. Before any of that, you need to know that the Palworld TCG is being handled by Bushinavi, and Bushinavi handles all of their tournaments through the Bushinavi app. So you're going to want to download this as soon as possible and register an account, because this is going to show you exactly where all of the tournaments are happening, what time, and so you don't miss out on any of them nearby. The next thing you need to know is that the tournaments are divided by levels. So there's levels 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, let's start with the shop tournaments. These are tournaments, just as the name implies, that are hosted by your LGS, which is local game shop. The frequency, the scheduling, and the maximum participants allowed are factors directly controlled by the shop owner. Because these are level 1 tournaments, that means they are very casual. This is where you want to test your decks and kind of adjust it to make it really potent for the more competitive tournaments. Every single participant of a shop tournament gets one of these PR card pack. Looks like a pack of soy sauce to me. And in these soy sauce packs, you get 1 of 9 cards. Promo pack 1 contains these 9 cards. All of them are going to be foil as well, which is an important distinction, because some of these cards, if you get them from the booster pack, they're just plain cards. They're not holographic at all, but all of the ones you get in the promo soy sauce pack are all foil. So that is why you want to get as many as possible, which means attending as many shop tournaments as possible. As you can see, they're all regular pals, except for this one at the bottom here, which is a soul card. This is going to be your chase card in the soy packet. It is going to be a lot more rare to pull this as opposed to the other 8 cards. Participation also gets you one of these nice flares. Shop tournament participant flare, and a flare is essentially a title that you can put next to your name on the Bushinavi app, so that whenever you face down an opponent, your name pops up as their opponent and it has this flare next to it. You can use it as bragging rights, or you can just use it as like a general aesthetic. That's up to you. The champion of the shop tournament also gets an additional 2 soy packets, so that's 3 total if you win the entire thing, as well as an exclusive flare for the shop tournament champion. So even though this is a casual tournament, a level 1 tournament, there is some incentive to kind of try hard and get those extra promo packs and get this title as well. And then in addition to all of that, at the end of a shop tournament, there should be a raffle that allows 2 of the entire roster of participants to receive yet another soy packet. Normal shop tournaments are always just Swiss best of 1 rounds, unless otherwise stated by the shop owner once again. Please note that the cards that exist in the promo pack changes every time a new booster pack releases. You'll notice that this says promo pack volume 1. When the new booster set releases in October, the end of October, there will be a new promo pack volume 2 with a whole new assortment of cards. This pack will no longer be in rotation, which will make it even more rare in the future. Moving on to level 2, we have our grand release tournaments. These are usually tournaments to celebrate the release of a new booster set, such as the Dawn of Palpagos coming out on July 30th. These tournaments are a lot more rare in frequency, which means their prizes also follow suit and they're going to be a lot more rare. Every LGS can hold this grand release tournament once per the release of a booster set until the next set releases, and they can only do it in the month that they are being hosted. For this grand release tournament, it's going to be for August. So as soon as August ends, that's the end of the release tournament for the Dawn of Palpagos until the next one. You receive a set of all 3 of these nice soul promo cards just for showing up and being able to participate. And you also get this nice flare for the grand release tournament participant featuring Lylene. Very nice. If you go crazy, you end up winning the entire tournament. You get this beautiful looking playmat featuring Lylene and Lily, and also a new exclusive flare, the grand release tournament champion. So you get the participation flare and all that stuff, and you get the champion stuff if you win the entire thing. These tournaments are also Swiss and best of 1, but I believe that this is going to be a sealed tournament, which means it's going to be limited to the trial decks, or it's going to be limited to the cards in the booster set. I'm not too sure which. It's not clear from the wording here. And I think some stores are doing it a little differently. It depends on the store ultimately, I suppose, but it should be sealed in some capacity. It's probably going to be only trial deck cards used, because this these tournaments are going to be starting as early as August 1st, and the game releases on July 30th. So you have, what, 2 days to build a deck? It's kind of unreasonable. So I think more than likely it's going to be trial deck exclusive, because that you can just pick up from your LGS. Moving on to round 3, we have our Challengers Cup. The first season of this is going to be starting in September. So we'll find out more information closer to when it's going to start. But right now, that's pretty much all we know officially. But in my personal experience, these tournaments are held at very specific locations throughout any country and around the world. Once you move past level 2 tournaments, you get into the range of what's known as official tournaments, which are tournaments held by Bushinavi themselves instead of your local game stores. Naturally, they choose specific dates throughout the year, throughout the season. They choose specific locations, and everyone in that country congregates to that location if they want to take part in that huge, massive tournament. And that's usually when you get the turnouts of 100+ competitors. It's a very competitive environment compared to the other tournaments. So you're not going to show up to one of these guys with just your trial deck straight out of the box. You're going to get washed. These are very skilled players that should be attending these events, and it's also usually free to attend as well. We'll find out the official pricing for this event later on down the line, like I said, closer to when it actually comes out. But I can assure you it's going to be very sought after. It's going to be some beautiful merch, probably some cards, play mats, probably even a book bag or something like that. Palworld related stuff, I assure you. And then the upper echelon of tournaments that we see here, level 4, is the Masters League for 2026-2027. And this is kind of the World Championship. So at the end of the year, all of the best competitors around the world join into one specific location in Japan to determine the world champion, the strongest Palworld player in the world. These events are massive. I've been to one before. There's beautiful promotional material because these are the best of the best, right? They deserve the best. It is impossible to apply to this type of tournament. You have to be invited. Again, this is not official, but based on my experience, the way that you're going to get invited to this tournament is by placing high enough in the Challengers Cup. So if you're first, second, or third in a Challengers Cup in your area or wherever in the world, you'll get that invitation to participate in the World Championships to prove your medal. Let's reiterate some of the things you could be doing right now to prepare yourself better to be one of the best players in the future. First, go ahead and download that Bushinavi app on your phone, activate it, whatever you got to do, and then start scoping your area for any of the local tournaments and apply to any that you see that you can reasonably make it to. And you want to do that now. Don't wait, because usually the tournament scene for new card games fill up very fast. So don't miss your chance. As a reminder, you're only going to find level 1 and level 2 tournaments right now until later on, until at least September. But that's fine. But that's exactly what you want, because those are the low competitive events. So you can get your practice in and start, making the best deck. As you're passing the time for the level 3 tournaments to kind of announce themselves, you're getting your practice in, and then once those level 3 tournaments are officially revealed on their social medias or wherever, then apply to that as well, so you can start preparing of how you're going to get there, the travel and everything like that, and what deck you're going to use, what deck is really winning. You have a better idea of the meta, so forth and so on. As soon as products drop on July 30th, head to your local store and pick up your supply, pick up whatever you need to pick up to try to build a deck that you want to build right now. All of the cards are released, so you're free to explore and see what else, what kind of deck you want to play, what seems good to you, what seems bad to you. If everything works out, when those level 3 Challengers Cup roll their way on down, you'll join it, and you'll have a pretty good chance to make it high to the 3rd, 2nd, or the 1st place and get your invite to Worlds. That's where the big dogs are going to be. If there's any piece of information, any part of this whole process that I might have missed or skipped over, leave it in the comments so that I can pin it and inform everyone else. If you have any questions about anything I covered in this video, leave that in a comment as well. I'm very responsive to it. I want you to be as informed as possible. Finally, assuming you followed all my guidelines, my challenge to you, fellow Pal Tamer, is let's meet each other at the World Finals. Because I'll be there. And if you can match my freak, you'll be there too. And I hope we can battle on the world stage. Thanks for watching.